business feel after a finance presentation? I get many answers to that question. Some was bored, some was unhappy, some was asleep. I think the answer lies with Otis Redding and a cover of a song that he did.
I can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction. I done tried, I done tried, I done tried hard, I done tried. I can't get me no, oh no, and I can't get no, oh no.
I can't get no satisfaction. And why is that? Well, I discovered the answer when I was delivering a workshop at CPA's Australia head office in Melbourne. And the workshop I was delivering was on improving financial reporting. And after we went through the tools, we had an exercise to finish up with. And we had, about 30 people there, and we split them up into teams of 6. And I was going to play the role of CFO, and each of the groups were going to have to give me a report. And the scenario was that I had been on holidays for 3 weeks with no internet connection, no idea of what was going on in the world, and sales had plummeted 30%. And as I was coming back to the office, I was going to have to go straight into a board meeting. And each of the teams was going to have 1 minute to prep me before I went into my meeting. So in turn, each of the groups came up and presented their report. So most of the teams had told me what had happened, that the sales had dropped, etc., and the reasons for it. Then most of the teams gave me the so what? What happens if these poor sales continue? What will happen down the track? But what did no team give me? No team gave me what we were actually going to do about the issue. So me as the CFO, I was going to go into that board meeting and the CEO would say, so what's happened? And I'd tell him, and he'd say, well, what happens if it continues? And I'd tell him that. And then he'd say, well, what are you going to do about it? And I'd be like, I don't know. My team didn't provide any solutions. And that's what we need to do. That's what the business wants. Now what? What are you going to do about it? And this is an old executive model. What, so what, now what? That's what people want to know about. But most importantly, the business wants to know about now what. What are we going to do about the issues? Let's think about when you go to the doctor. What do you want to know? Well, what illness do I have? So what? Why do I need to treat it? But most importantly, now what? What are you going to do about it, doctor? My mother went to the doctor once upon a time and she said, doctor, I'm tired. And he said, sure, we're all tired. New doctor, please. He wants solutions, not some witty, smart aleck response. This is what the business wants. The now what? What are you going to do about it? The UK accounting body ACCA did some research about what the business wants from finance. The top 3 skills that came up were problem solving, decision support, and knowledge of the business. Now, these aren't necessarily related to core finance tasks, but it's what's going to drive the business forward because it's about next step and solutions. And it's these solutions or next step that's going to help the business get satisfaction from finance.